Tim, you're back, and I really appreciate it. Number 6.
Oh my God, I can't believe you had me back so many times.
I I mean the people request it, and I love to do it, and so we're
Who,
back.
who are these people?
Many people, 3, 4,
Three,
yeah.
four. That's
Uh,
I'd be surprised if it was that high for me, but
People love you,
it's,
Tim. I love you, and I'm glad that you're here, man.
yeah, maybe my mom might be calling in and asking for a repeat of me or something. I don't know.
Full
Somebody
disclosure,
out some
we did get a phone call earlier today, but hey,
okay.
but now just right off the bat, what are you eating there? What do you got going? Some
We
yogurt?
got some Greek yogurt, a little bit of vanilla protein powder, and a smashed banana.
Very unhealthy, but it's fine.
Very unhealthy.
Now, Tim, the last time I saw you, or we saw each other in person
Mhm.
rather, was after the Flatworms show at Happy Sundays, I believe. That was the last time.
That sounds right. Yeah, that was at Alex's bar?
Um, I think um the other one up the street there on Anaheim,
Oh, yeah, that was Happy Sundays. Yeah.
Port
I was
City, I
forgetting
believe.
if I forgot if Happy Sundays was the name of the festival. I don't know what's happening that day.
It was a good day. It was good to see you.
Yeah,
Another alumni of this podcast, Scott Montoya, puts it on, and he does a bang up job. But it was good to see you there.
yeah. I don't think I met Scott. I don't know if I really met many people involved in that festival. Uh,
Well,
we were
I
playing on a
think you
very,
were.
very makeshift stage.
Yeah, and I think you closed it out. You were one of the last ones of Saturday, I believe it was.
I think we were the last bands who have played. I think most of the people there were still at the other venue down the street buzzing about LaShock,
Yeah, that's right.
which I wanted to see, but it was, timing didn't make that possible.
You did leave for about 45 minutes during the set to go catch a brief glimpse and then came back.
Yeah, they don't really need me up there.
It was cool to hear Flatworms is a two-piece though, briefly. That was nice.
Yeah, it's all the elements that they need. They don't need the whole line. No.
No, it was fantastic though. But yeah, you guys did play at the end of the night. Did you I mean, would you have preferred to play in the middle of it or in the beginning of it?
I'm just happy to be asked to play, to be honest. Somebody
In
asked
terms
us to play, I'll do it.
you're there, and you're also there
I'm
to
there.
see LaShock. Either way.
I would love to have seen the shock. I got to see them one time when OC's played with them. We did a show at Zebulon. They hadn't played in a number of years, and they were going to play at I think one of the Mosswood Meltdowns, and they wanted to do just a little practice show. Uh, so we said there's a secret opener, and then I think we told a handful of friends who already come from the show like who it was, but they were great. I mean, I think it's a 15-minute set or something like they used to do back in the day. Uh, that was great.
Nice and
That's the
quick.
only time I've actually seen them. I never saw them back in the day. They played a number of times at Gilman Street in Berkeley, where I used to go to a lot of shows as a kid. And yeah, still never saw them. But
Well, we're for,
I didn't get to see them last night. Well, not last night. Sorry, the night of the Happy Sundays. The festival is Happy Sundays or the venue. I
the
don't know what's going
festival's
on.
Happy Sundays. That venue was Port City Tavern.
Okay, all right.
Uh, uh great festival, and it was good to see you there. Um,
Likewise, man.
yeah, and then I think the last time we saw each other was also in Long Beach at Alex's bar.
I believe so. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
we're just really Long Beach guys now, I think.
yeah. Um, I guess so. Yeah, yeah. Long Beach is cool. It does feel very different from LA, even though it's so close.
Hmm.
Um, well, it's got a distinct flavor to it.
You're becoming a West Side guy. I like it.
Oh, West Side guy?
You're gonna go to, I think you're moving to Venice, I believe is what I heard.
Oh
Word on the
no,
street.
no, I'm stuck in Glendale, so East Sider for foreseeable future.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We're checking in with people. Um,
Yeah,
now the day that this episode comes out, you will be performing in Pioneer Town, more east than you usually are, with
yeah,
Frank and the Witch
yeah.
Fingers, and that's on
That's correct. Yeah, January 2nd,
second.
Happy
Yeah.
Harriet's.
Hmm.
Uh, it's supposed to rain that day. Uh, Should be a hell of a place for rain. Hopefully, no one's car gets
Uh,
stuck in the mud.
yeah.
But
Yeah. Now, will that be technically the first show of the new year?
for me, it will be, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No, of anybody.
Of
Nobody's playing
anybody.
nothing until you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. Worldwide, this is the first show of the year. Yeah.
That's gonna be a great a great show.
I hope
Now
so, yeah.
y-
Paul Quattrone's gonna play some tunes. He's a fantastic DJ.
I've met that guy before.
You've met
Um,
him before. He's every time I've DJ'd with him a number of times, and Paul has that really intuitive sense to like what will get people to dance. And
mhm.
I don't. I'll play something thinking like I would dance to this. And it 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 sometimes happens, but Paul has that he's that thing, he knows.
You guys DJ'd together recently, right?
We did. It was I think we only DJ'd for like 15 minutes, but we did DJ in some capacity. Uh we have this thing where we kind of do just a wild style set of I don't know, smorgasbord of hits. Playing, 3 6 Mafia to Brooks and Dunn and Black Flag,
Everything in
Dwight
between.
Yoakam. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, everything in between, When people say I like music, that's like all kinds. This
Hmm.
is what they're talking about right here.
Yeah, you really like to test those people. Let's see
Yeah.
how much you really like music.
Yeah, prove it right now.
Prove it.
Look, yeah, there's a dance floor. Let's see you do some.
Yeah, right, exactly. Now that last occurrence of you and Paul both DJing together was after the OC's gig. Is that I believe I have this correct?
Oh, yes, you are correct. Yeah. It was
Now,
next door at the Monty, but we I think, it was kind of billed as like an OC's after party where Paul and I would DJ from midnight to 2. But after we played, you're like decompressing from the show and then you're packing up and well, yeah, packing up your stuff and loading out to the van and then we had to go back to the practice space, unload, and then go back to the Monty. And by the time we did that, it was like, I don't know, 1:30.
oh
So yeah, we DJed for a good 15 minutes maybe.
yeah, that it seems like kind of a tall order to do after a
Yeah, yeah.
show. It's like, all right, now well, it's not you're not done. You got to go do something else.
Yeah, yeah. But we also didn't bring records and it was set up for records too. So we are trying to figure out how to I mean, I just brought an iPad and Paul had his computer and one of the channels didn't work either. So we just did everything with my iPad. And,
Hey, something's better than nothing, Jim.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Somebody might have liked it. I don't know. I had fun.
As long as you had fun, exactly. Yeah, that's that I think that'd be a pretty tall order to then
Yeah.
lug vinyl, either leave it at Monty or leave it at the practice space, then bring it back and then set everything up to do it. The
Yeah, I feel like that lends itself to something bad happening. So,
Absolutely. It's
yeah, I
yeah,
can yeah. I mean, if I had a box of 7 inches, that would probably been fine, but yeah, chugging a crate of LPs would be a bad idea.
not ideal.
Not ideal, yeah, yeah.
I've yet to see anybody try to DJ with cassettes yet, and I'm hoping to see that one day.
Gosh, that would be something to see.
Yeah.
I think the easiest thing to do would just be dub your DJ set on a cassette and then just play that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be the easiest.
yeah.
Although it's not even that easy, but yes. So I'm looking forward to your
Yeah,
cassette DJ.
relatively easy, but also pretty uneventful. But nice though, if you're DJing, you don't really wanna just stand there, you could just put your cassette in, go to the bar, go outside, I don't know, do whatever you want. You don't have to just stand up at the DJ booth the whole time.
Right.
You got a
You got
45-minute set. You don't have to be there.
longer leash.
Yeah, yeah.
Now,
I like this idea.
yeah, no, I'm really I'm looking forward to when we do it together. I'm really looking forward to that, Tim.
Just let me know.
Now, 2026 will
Mhm.
what year will that mark for you performing live in with a band? Not just the OCs or Flatworms, but in total, what will this
In
amount to?
total,
Yeah.
I think I played my first show probably 1997 or 8. Uh, a band of friends in high school. We were really terrible. Uh,
So 27 or 28 years then.
I guess so. Yeah, if the math is correct. Yeah,
Wow.
20. Well, yeah, 2026. If it was 97, almost 30 years. So yeah, 28 or 29 maybe.
What
But
we can beef it up. We'll
sure.
yeah. We'll say a clean 40 and we'll just leave it at
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah. 40 years of my life.
40 years of experience.
Yeah,
Wow, man. That, but
43 years on this earth. I've been performing since I was 3 years old.
I mean, hey,
Uh,
it's just music runs through you, Tim. What are you
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
do?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You like music. You've been tested yourself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love music. Just love it.
Big music guy.
Yeah, I live for it, breathe for it.
Do you feel like with each year though, your connection with music is just you're just bonded further? Or do you feel like you've been close for a number of years with music being intertwined in your life and it's just there?
I don't know. It's tough to say. Like, yeah. To be honest, I don't have as much excitement for going to shows because I just play so many. It's tough. I ran into a friend on my walk this morning, and he was talking about how bummed he is for this kind of period from like mid-December to like early January is not really a good period for shows. He was talking about being upset that like, oh, like just not a lot of shows happening at this time. It's such a bummer. And I'm sitting here thinking like, I don't think I've gone to a single show except for something I played in that time. Like, I wouldn't even notice. I mean, I don't. I rarely go to shows much anymore, which is sad because it was like I don't know, something I really love to do. But I also just I don't know. I get bombarded with music and kind of like my quiet time, kind of a homebody, and almost just love the couch more than I
Right.
love going out. So my wife will pull me out though. She'll be like, "We're doing this with friends." All right, we'll do it, but it's good. I need to be taken off the couch. But,
Actually, I'm glad that you mentioned that because you just got married kind of right after we did this last one. Yeah,
oh
I
yeah,
believe. Yeah.
yeah.
So
I've been with my wife for
congratulations.
I've been with her for like 6 years, and then almost 6 years by the time we got married. And yeah, she's from England. We did a long distance relationship for a long time. Yeah, we got married. He rocks. Being married rocks. We had to deal with because she's not from the U.S. We had to deal with green card stuff and immigration headaches that I'm sure you've heard about all in the news, all about people's immigration woes right now. But yeah, we had to deal with all that fun stuff. But she got a green card pretty recently, actually. Um, so yeah, so now she's not a citizen, but she's a legal permanent resident, which is great. Um, so yeah, big old victory after months of stresses, headaches, sleepless nights.
It
Uh,
got done.
oh, it got done. It got done.
You made sure of it, Tim. You said
Whew,
this will be finished soon.
I don't know if I made sure because I don't have any final say in any of this stuff, but we left it up to chance. Uh, and yeah, my mom's church group prayed for us a lot. So
They had
yeah,
something to do
God,
with it as well. I'm not saying it
hey,
was just you. I mean, you
that's
had some help, but
yeah, yeah, yeah. The big man upstairs was looking down on us with favor. Let's just say. But yeah, got married. She's got a green card. Life is good.
that's that I'm glad to hear it,
Yeah.
Tim. Do you think that do you think that all these things, little things, big things like getting married, do you think that that has an effect on what you're bringing to the table musically, or at least at a subconscious level? Or is it not really so much that stuff?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a lyricist or anything. And I mean, for a lot of the OC stuff that came out recently that was recorded this year, it was either we did, I guess three things are to come out. One was pretty improvisational. Uh, and one was pretty structured, song based. And a lot of the songs, like lately, more and more John has kind of come in with like demos with where songs are mainly like 75% fleshed out, and then we kind of jam on it a little bit to add like that extra 25%. But uh, I don't know. I added up. I gave my little bit to that 25%, but I don't know. I don't really know what I'm if I'm bringing anything, and if married life and stress of the immigration system is coming through in my bass playing, but maybe
I think I heard a
I
little bit of
can't
it.
say. Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Like
do
that
you
sounds like the bass playing of a guy that checks the USCID website every day. Yeah, I don't know.
absolutely? I am a fan of music, so
Or
obviously
US
I'll pick up on that.
did I say USCID? I mean USCIS. There we go. I don't know
USCIS.
what the fuck I'm talking about half the time. You don't even worry about
I want you on here to talk nonetheless, Tim. Whatever you want to say, I want to hear it.
it. Sure.
Um, do you ever ask John or Will about what the meaning behind their lyrics are, or do you just kind of play on these
Nah.
songs? You just kind of leave it where it
Ah,
is.
I mean, sometimes lyrics are personal and it's none of my business. And then I don't know, you almost don't want to find out though if something has no meaning at all. You're like, especially if you're like, oh, that's a great line. Like, what are you talking about there? And like, means nothing. I don't know. Yeah.
Do you make it a point to learn the lyrics of songs that you don't even sing on, or is
Uh,
you just kind of like know some here and there, like okay, I know that that's in there somewhere and whatever.
I mean, I think it just depends how well they're articulating stuff, I guess. Like, yeah, I mean, sometimes with OC stuff, because when we're practicing and like in the process of finalizing a lot of these songs, like it's in a pretty small practice space. There's so much sound going on, and John's vocals are running through a little bit of delay. Sometimes I can't really hear what's going on, but I can hear like the melody usually, and I'm like that. Uh, Flatworms, I guess it's kind of a similar thing too. Like it's also just in a cramped, loud practice space, and I can't really tell what's going on. Usually, by the time stuff is recorded, like, and I'm like, oh, that's what he was saying. Oh, if it's if the Flatworms, if it's a line I've got to sing, like he'll tell me like what it is, and then I'll go from
Right.
there.
I sure hope so that it's cleared by you.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Um, does that ever the melody or whatever it is that you pick up on here and there, does that inform the way that what you're gonna bring to the table for a song during a rehearsal period? Or
In terms of the vocal melody, uh no, I mean I'm usually just like following along with the drums and the guitar. Usually, I try not to add like something super melodic that would like conflict with the vocal melody or anything. I kind of just keep it rhythmic and simple.
keeping it by the books.
Yeah, I try to look at bass in a way where I think like I'm just here to like make this song sound good in a support role. If anything, and there's like a couple Flatworm songs that like came out of like bass lines I wrote and things like that. For the most part, it's just like play underneath, focus on the kick drum, just keep it solid.
Because
But
I mean, you are playing in a very important role though, of bridging the gap between drums and guitar.
yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah, bass is necessary in some capacity. Yeah,
You're a bass laborer.
I guess so. It's been a while now. About to be a superintendent, but but yeah, I don't know. I've seen some great bands that don't have bass players.
Right. Yeah. There
I mean,
are
early
some.
early Caesars they didn't have a bass player, and I saw them and they were great. Like Petey was just playing a jazz master through an EQ pedal and sounded great. Didn't really need an actual bass. It sounded fine.
Yeah, that definitely had a certain sound to it. Um,
Mhm.
and it was great. Yeah, he's a great bass player playing guitar.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Did you feel like there was a major shift between? I guess were you taking his place, or was there somebody else in between you two, both PD and yourself? before you stepped in?
Well, John had moved down to LA. Um, I'd moved down maybe 2, 3 years before him. I knew him from playing in bands in San Francisco.
It's Sick Alps at this time, right? Is what you were mainly doing?
I did Ty Seagal's band before that for like a
That's
year and a
right.
half, and then Sick Alps for like roughly 3 years. Uh, yeah, I played a lot of shows with OCs in that time. Um, I mean, so John moved down to LA, and I ran into Ty and his wife at a breakfast spot with a buddy of mine, and he told me that, "Oh, John's here and he's looking for a bass player." I was like, "Oh shit!" So I hit him up, and I think he had tried out other people for the position. Um, Emmett Kelly, who plays has got the Cairo Gang project, plays with Ty, played with Brian Prince Billy. It's in the hard quartet. He was originally, I think, going to do bass, and then he tried it with me. There was John, Nick Murray, myself, and Emmett Kelly. Emmett started trying to do it on bass, and then ended up trying to do rhythm guitar and backup vocals. And then John just thought like, oh, let's try this as a three piece. And then so it was just John and Nick and I for all of 2014, most of 2014. Yeah, I think I joined in like February of 2014. But
Did you think about bringing a guitar in and playing it the way that Petey was doing it, or did you just know he's like, I'm just
well,
gonna
I
do it?
asked him if like if is that what you want? And he was like, no, no, just do bass. So I had a bass, I had a kind of a 32-inch scale, uh, phony Vox teardrop bass. So I played that with him, and yeah, it was not like a full size bass, so I guess it kind of served as a guitar. But yeah, it was definitely a bass.
Do you think that if you did want that, and you did perform with a guitar the way that Petey was doing it, do you think that that would have ushered in some new ideas that you wouldn't have otherwise brought to the table in this hypothetical situation here?
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, sure, it'd be like just a different way of doing things. You can't really get as low as you can on a bass using that, but like I'm sure it'd have been fine. Um, I think the band kind of when I joined, and I'm not saying it's because of me or anything, but like it went from a band of that was loud, but then we kind of just got like bigger amps that kind of, especially when Dan and Ryan Matino joined, it just became this like really loud thing. I think that was like more of a, I think maybe that was a big stylistic differentiation besides Bridget Dawson not being in the band anymore. Um, yeah, just got big old amps at some point in time. That definitely affected things.
Now you think I think I saw a clip of this the last time that the OCs played. Bridget was there.
Hmm.
She was backing you guys up. Does that bring a different energy to how you're playing when she's involved in some of these shows?
Yeah, totally. We also like played with smaller amps too. So we're playing a lot of the songs from the San Francisco era of the band. Um, Dan and Paul are playing smaller sticks too. So it's yeah, it's nice. It's playing at like lower volumes, you can kind of hear things better. In
That's when you're
practice,
catching
like
all the lyrics.
I'm hearing the lyrics now for the first time ever. So yeah, I can sing along with them.
Uh, yeah, there definitely seems to be this the shift, and it's been since 2014. So we're moving on 12 years this
Hmm.
coming February.
Yeah.
There has been a shift, not in a bad way, but it shifts. Of course, when Paul came in and Thomas being there as well,
Hmm.
with new people, new energy is coming in, and it has shifted, in
Yeah.
a really
I mean,
good
it's been
way.
pretty stable. I think John moved down here. I think he's just trying out people and seeing what sticks and what works, and worked with me, worked with Dan. Time we got Paul, where I thought this is feeling really good. I think he was always just like, "Oh, there's, like, a missing element." Thomas really helped fill that out. But we're gonna do, this next year, all the tours that we do, Brit is gonna be on all of those. So I think it'll I don't know, she adds, like, a cool energy, I mean, and she's, like, a wonderful person at the same time too, so it'll be just a fun touring environment, and yeah, she adds things to John's vocals, which is really cool. It's hard to replicate something like that.
Yeah, with her specific tone and how, John sings, his vocal range, yeah, it really complements each other really well, and I don't
Yeah.
to your point, I don't think I could, think of another person that would fill that
No, no,
specific spot there.
and there's, there's a chemistry there between the 2 that, like, can't really replicate, stuff like that, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
so it's yeah, it's been great playing with her. Um, I'm looking forward to touring. We're kinda taking the year a little light, which I gotta say is pretty
That
nice
that
because
only means 200 shows. That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
capping it there.
No, I mean, we're only gonna do, 2 small US tours, 1 Euro and UK tour, um, just a handful of flyouts, and that's it, which in comparison to this year, that's a light year for us,
Right.
uh, which I'm excited about because I'm able to make me wanna actually go out to shows more or do things at home more 'cause, I love playing music and I love touring, but I've been a little wiped out physically and maybe the stress of the immigration stuff too on top of that, but
Right.
been feeling a little spent in a lot of ways. Be nice to chill.
You are, doing heavy, heavy, heavy touring with Flatworms, and it's gonna be, I think, 1.5 months out in Europe,
No, no,
filling that
we have
gap.
nothing. We have nothing, no plans for that. Uh, I don't really know when Flatworms will ever tour again, if we will. There's talk about something 2027, but who knows?
2027 World
Um,
Tour, so keep an eye out for
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We finally get to play in Laos. But
Yes.
no, we
Finally making the trip out.
yeah, it's been a long time coming. No, we don't really do much. There's not really the demand, and then there's other things going on in people's lives. I mean, Will's a father now. I mean, that's you know, you can't really leave that much when you're a father.
It's not that big of a deal, but, it's fine.
Yeah, yeah,
No, it is. I mean, it must be very hard with everybody's lives going on and changes, and I'm assuming
yeah,
it was
yeah,
hard 12 years ago too, and it's just more stuff comes on and life goes on, but you still make it a part
yeah.
of your life, Tim. It seems.
I still do. I mean, I don't have any skills, so like I can play bass and I'll just keep doing that. But I have no job skills, so I'm fine with doing this. This is great. Makes me happy. So.
I could tell. How often are you in these interim times of not touring, not being on the road, or not having much on the schedule in terms of shows? How often are you sitting down by yourself with a bass and just kind of jamming alone? Or is it
Oh,
not happening
every day.
every day?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Um, is have you consciously made that effort of like I gotta set a time to do this?
No, no. I just pick up a bass. Just whoop. AirPod falling out here.
We're back.
Are we back?
No, yeah,
Okay.
it's good. We'll insert the BetterHelp ad there.
Oh, perfect, perfect. No, yeah, I just instinctually just grab a bass and or a guitar too. I mean, yeah, I like
Prac
both, but
yeah,
yeah.
practicing for this next. I think we could just tell the people now the 2026 shows you're doing PD Damn It's full rig. You're
Oh
just
yeah,
bringing
sure.
the guitar.
Yeah, yeah, it's just the guitar. Yeah, yeah, it's just a yeah, just a jazz master with all the bass turned up.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have any want to create your own um group, like your a side project
My
for
own thing?
yourself?
No.
Yeah.
I would not be a good front man. I don't really have a desire to be a front man. Uh, I tried just doing stuff on my own, but just, dicking around at home. I've got a lot of recording stuff at the house, but, I like just playing with people. I find it, like, find it really fun. And I have ADD, so it's really hard for me to like sit still and just focus on doing something. Uh, so I find like playing with people kind of focuses my brain a little better. Um, uh, it keeps me on track. Um, yeah, I think just I've recorded a lot of stuff at my house in various places, and I don't know. I kind of just like what comes out of the experience of playing with people. I like collaboration. Um,
Is there something that you get from just playing by yourself or making your own stuff that you don't get with playing with other people, from playing with other people?
ah, I mean, I guess a sense of control, but like in a sense of like, oh, this is a fully actualized idea for myself. But I'm not really into that. Kind of just, I think it just turns out better with other people. My own stuff is like, it's not that interesting. So
Oh, I will be leaking the Tim's solo stuff. So yeah, just let me know if you want the Dropbox.
yeah,
I got guys
yeah.
on the inside.
Oh God,
Tim, you are one of the guys on the inside.
which
I know that
person?
you've been a spy for a while now. I do want to touch down.
Oh
We
yeah.
haven't touched on that yet.
Oh, oof. We're gonna go there.
What and
My
we'll
time in the CIA.
you just want to
Well,
do CIA. You don't want to talk about FBI or nothing. Okay. All right. That's fine.
no, 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 no.
All right. If you were in this in a hypothetical situation to create another band, with yourself involved, who are some contemporary musicians that you'd want to play with? Yeah, drums, obviously, guitar, these sorts of things
Ooh,
to round out a cast.
oh man. Well, I've had this idea of doing a band of two bass players, but playing. It'd be two jazz basses where you're playing on the bridge pickup, and the whole thing would each bass would be playing harmonized notes. So we would never be playing stuff that matched up. We'd just be in harmonies the whole time. So just two bass players and a drummer. Uh, and guy Marcos that played in Prettiest Eyes. I'd love to do something like that with him because he's incredibly talented. He's actually like a music school guy, so he could like understand the idea that I'm talking about and probably actually make it really good. Uh, but I've never actually talked to him about doing that. I think I briefly mentioned like, "Oh, we should jam sometime," and then nothing came. Nothing came about it. I'm horrible with follow through and everything. There's a lot of great drummers in LA though. I don't know, Dan Rincon. I'd always uh,
I've met him before. Yeah,
you met him, yeah.
good guy.
Yeah, Dan would be great, or Paul, or Justin. Nick Aguilar's a really good one.
Oh
He's too
yeah,
busy. He's too busy. That guy's got a million things going on. Uh,
fantastic. I mean, all these drummers that you've mentioned, very high caliber guys.
they are. I'm also just too lazy and unfocused to make anything like this ever happen, though. So don't count on this ever seeing the light of day.
It would be interesting to involve all these guys, all the dudes you mentioned, in one album, having somebody play on specific songs. That'd be an
Yeah,
interesting thing to hear, or record the same song with everybody and see what they bring to the table.
yeah, yeah. I don't know.
I can't wait to produce this album, Tim. I'm really looking forward to
Yeah, yeah.
it.
Thomas and Paul and I tried doing something just solely for the purpose of making like very short instrumental things that could maybe be chopped up and used in like hip hop context or something like that. Uh, um, yeah, just some drums, bass, and keyboard, kind of spooky, uh, sort of brief, groovy motifs that I don't think any of it will ever see the light of day. Like Paul is pretty far away and kind of. I really only see him when he's coming to town for OC stuff, and Thomas is incredibly busy. So, but it's all at his studio. Like it's all there. But I don't know if that'll ever see the light of day.
That'd be
Um,
really interesting to hear that. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. Get a
yeah.
lot of
Paul and I
interest.
did this DJ thing one time where it wasn't even really much of a DJ thing. It was I was playing bass, and the bass was sent into the, what do you call it? The little DJ mixer thing. You just call it a DJ mixer? Let's call it that.
Yeah, yeah, I
Uh,
believe it's yeah, like a little Pioneer thing.
yeah, so I was sent into that. Paul had his laptop with, stuff that he'd written on an MPC, but then was also manipulating it with effects, and we just kinda jammed over that, and one time at a bar in London for, like, an hour. Um,
A little bit longer than the DJ sets usually go.
yeah, yeah. It was fun. Yeah, longer than the 15-minute Monty set, but, it was fun, and I don't know, I'd actually like to just record something like that. I don't know, like, but
I like that. I like that, Jim. I like these
yeah,
ideas. I hope they see the light of day, man, because
who
I
knows?
think these are interesting. I think
Who knows? Who
I
knows?
think a lot of people would like to
I'm
hear
too
it.
unfocused to make it happen, but someday, yeah.
So obviously not 2027 because you got the whole world tour, but maybe 2028
Yeah, yeah.
perhaps.
Yeah, 2028.
When you're performing live, Tim, and you there's I mean obviously you wrap up a song and people are clapping, the audience is applauding. Is that something that you pay attention to, or is it something that you kind of know that it's there and you're not really fully focused on that and you're kind of involved with like the next song and preparing for that?
I don't really think much, honestly. There's no thoughts going through my head right there. It's, it's just a sound that I
Okay.
hear, and if you don't hear it, then, maybe something went horribly wrong. I don't really think much about it.
Now, being on the other end of that, being in the audience, applauding for somebody else that you're seeing currently, does that do you feel differently about that now because you've been on the other side of it, receiving the applause for so long?
Yeah. I don't know, not really. I don't know, maybe. I don't even think about that either. It's just that's all just a really instinctual thing. The song ends, and I just blindly just yeah, you have to do that. You have to. I don't think about
Have you been to shows that you're not performing on that people just don't clap and like the song is over and people are like that was not good enough to even mindlessly clap at?
in some bands I've played in, that's definitely happened. When we end the set and it's you can you hear the one person clapping and then 10 people talking, sounds of drinks clinking or
Yeah.
glasses clinking. But,
Sometimes you can even hear that over the claps, which is like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
that's
that's also rough. But some places you'll play, like, I remember the first time playing in Japan, and you'll hear people clapping, but then all of a sudden they stop clapping, and it's just total silence. Uh,
that must be kind of eerie a little bit.
no, it's cool, it's cool.
Okay,
Uh,
you enjoy it.
yeah, I like it, yeah. It's at first it's a little confusing, but you're like, "Oh, they're just respectful." Got things figured out there. It's a great place. People seem happy. People are very kind. Yeah.
Do you think the flip side for Japanese musicians coming here touring in America that it's like it's way more stranger kind of coming here and like hearing maybe roarous applause and it's like that's kind of jarring.
Uh, I don't know. I mean, it's like I mean, it's just I think the difference between like a collectivist culture versus a very individualized culture. But like in America, sometimes like you'll have that person that's cheering, and they almost like the way they're cheering is like they want to be the center of attention too in some kind of way. Like it's all
Make it
about
about
them for like
themselves. Mhm.
yeah, it's like it's all for the moment. Like you play your first song, and some guys like one more. You're like okay, okay. That kind of thing just it doesn't really happen in Japan, and like at least to my ears, but and in my experience. But
That's a good bit one time, but it seems like every time people do it, it's like more and more after every show, every song.
yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, having the guy that yells "Freebird" like to this day,
I haven't heard that in a long time. I'll be honest,
like,
Tim.
yeah, yeah, it still happens. You'd be surprised.
No, I mean I know somebody's out there doing it. I guess I'm not in the room with those people who are like
I
I'm gonna
forget
do it.
there was some band though that, gosh, I wish I remembered who it was. I didn't see this. I just read about this where wherever they were from, this was just happening a lot where they're just like drunken yahoos who just yell Freebird. So they made the decision that the next time somebody yelled that, they weren't going to acknowledge the person saying that, but they were just going to jump into playing Freebird all the way through. And so they had it rehearsed perfectly, and that just became their thing.
They were
Like
banking
someone
on it
they're banking
happening.
on it, and they did it a number of times. God, who was it? It was I feel like it was a band from Louisville, and I'm blanking on who it was. But yeah, such a great idea. And
Yeah. Do you think that you could play Freebird just off the top of your dome? You think you got that?
no, no.
Maybe here and there though, maybe a little bit here and there, but not the whole set. It's a 7 minute song, right?
It's a pretty long one. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could wing it. I'm sure. I mean,
Passable, passable.
yeah, yeah.
At the end of the day with music, is the root of this communication between performer and audience, whether that be in a live sense or them listening to a recording later on?
I mean, I think there's like reciprocated energy in there.
Hmm.
Like you are giving something out to people through your performance, and one thing that keeps you going is people's reaction to that. Um, it almost feels like a pretty insecure art form because you need that validation from people. You need those claps to feel like you're okay. I'm doing this is okay. This is all right. Like, you know, but yeah, I mean, I think that's important. Like, I guess just feeling like you're heard. I mean, reciprocated energy is important. I mean, like, I think back in the day, like going to punk rock and hardcore shows, like people would think like, man, that was a shitty show. Even if you played flawlessly and like everything was great, if you didn't have like people pitting like that, they're like, the show fucking sucked. Um, but then like he starts there's like other subgenres of hardcore where that kind of stuff is like strictly forbidden. And you've it's the show is great if you've just got a bunch of people bobbing their heads and you know not hurting people. But I don't know. I don't even know if I'm answering this question correctly.
I
I don't
I
know.
I I
I
think
don't
you
know what
are,
I'm
Tim.
talking about.
I'm
I'm trying.
I'm on
I'm
this roller
trying.
coaster with you. Yeah.
Yeah, we're on a journey here. This is the communication you're talking about.
This is it right here.
Yeah, the
We're
call and response.
communication specialists.
I mean, I think it's important when you're playing to just feel like at least like people are liking it. Um, and I guess you gauge their interest or disinterest by their response. If I always feel so bad for folks that are solo artists just playing up there with an acoustic guitar because like no matter who you are, it's hard to like get complete silence while you're playing and you're going to hear somebody talking, and that's got to be like a little disheartening. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Music can fuck you
tough.
up. It is kind of like an insecure art form because you do need that validation in terms of like the response from an audience, that validation in terms of like record sales and all that stuff. I mean, it is hard to kind of like be a person that solely makes stuff just for the sake of art. Because if you do that, like, do you even really need to play shows? Like, um, you know, do you need to put out records physically at this point in time? Like, but I love the folks that operate in that way that just make it for the love of art, and those are increasingly rare, I think. But
I mean, is that sort of how you view it to some of an extent?
I
It
mean, I
is an
think
art
so. I
form.
mean, yeah, I think so in a lot of ways. Like, it's just, I mean, but I'm in like the privileged position to talk about it this way because like I also make a living from it too. So um, you know, I play in a band that like people like to see, and so like you know, I was playing in a band that people were not that interested in. Maybe I'd have a different perspective on art. I wouldn't be like, you should just do it because you like it. Well, you also want to have some kind of validation from it. It's art. I
Sure.
mean, that's the reality of this whole thing.
It's a balancing act. But you do
Yeah,
it
yeah.
well. You do it well, Tim, and
I
you
don't
do
know. I
everything
don't
well.
know.
Yeah, I
I
know.
don't know
That's
about
I
that. I try.
This is the sixth time. I know, Tim. I know
I
you.
know you've had me on, and you just want this bumbling idiot to keep coming on your show.
I don't view you at
It's
all
this is more of
like
a this
that.
is you're doing charity for me right now. You're just
No, Tim, this is a tradition that we uphold, and I really appreciate
uh,
you coming back on, Tim. It means a
well,
lot to me,
I
man.
appreciate you having me on, man. I don't know what I bring to this, but I think it's nice that you have me on.
You just bring
But
yourself, and that's what I'm looking for, Tim.
well,
But
thank you.
seriously, man, I really do appreciate you coming on here. And of course, we got to do, as you know what's coming next is the promo. So
Promo,
DOC's music streaming everywhere, wherever people get their music.
yeah,
That's where they could find it. New stuff coming out next year, right? So just
yeah. I don't know the scheduling for that, but it will see the light of day. I don't think I've given too much away that I'm not allowed to give away by
no,
saying that. But there's
but new stuff on the
I know
horizon.
we got one record that came out this year, and then I think John's mentioned and something else that like there's another record coming out, and yeah, so we got that and touring a bunch.
With Bridget,
Not
and that will be great.
yeah, that'll be good. Uh, Flatworms, we got nothing, so don't even ask. I got nothing for you there. We got nothing. We're planning to stay that way. Uh,
Well, if something does come up on the horizon, it'll be posted on the Instagram at Flatworms Band on Instagram. So make sure to stay up to date with that, and also OCs underscore merch on Instagram, and that's OSEES underscore merch to stay up to date.
None of those other accounts have the inside scoop. We don't know who operates those, but the
C
OC's merch is the only one.
CZOZ is the other one that's
And we don't even know who the F has anything to do with that. But yeah.
so can we just say who if the admin of that account is listening to this, we want them to come forward. There'll be a cash reward.
Oh, they don't need it. They don't need to do anything. I'm sure they're having a good time, whatever they're doing, wherever they are. If
But we are
they're
curious.
wherever they are. Yeah.
We're curious. So we do want to know. So please message
I'm not that curious. I don't care.
create a group chat with me and Tim in it and let us know. Tim, thank you very, very much. Do we miss anything? Do we gotta plug anything else?
No. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah.
All right, right on. Well, Tim,
Thank you for having me back.
thank you
I
for coming
appreciate you.
back. I I
Glad to
I
be here.
I couldn't have done it without you, Tim. 6 times.
6 times. I mean, and you even allowed me to be here later than expected. I'd show up still sweating from the gym and eating lunch in front of you.
Yeah, it looked like a
Just
nice lunch.
it
It,
wasn't. It was just yogurt and protein powder and banana, but it was good.
but if
It's
it
did the
wasn't that,
trick.
I would have not allowed that. But luckily,
Oh,
it
okay.
was above board.
Yeah, I try to keep it that way. I try
Always.
to. Always,
Um,
baby.
Tim, you're the man. Thank you so much. I'm gonna
You're
stop
the man.
recording this.
All right. We
I
can
need
both be the man.
I needed you. We're the men. We're the men.
We're the man. Here we are.
All right, Tim. I'm gonna stop recording this. Talk to you in a
All
minute. All
right.
right. All right.